You haven't slept more than 3 hours straight in weeks. Your eyes burn. Your hands shake a little when you pour your morning coffee. And somewhere between the 2 a.m. feeding and the 4 a.m. crying session, you start wondering if you're actually going to survive this. You are, but not by pushing through on willpower alone. Here's what nobody tells you about new parent sleep deprivation. The problem isn't just that you're sleeping less. The problem is how your fragmented sleep is destroying your brain's ability to recover, even during the short windows you actually get. And that's completely fixable. According to a 2019 study published in Sleep Medicine, new parents lose an average of 109 minutes of sleep per night during the first year. That's not just tiredness. That's measurable cognitive impairment, equivalent to being legally drunk in some reaction time tests. But here's what that same research reveals. Parents who optimized their sleep architecture, even within those short windows, reported 43% better daytime functioning than those who just collapsed whenever they could. Same amount of total sleep, dramatically different outcomes. So today, you're getting 7 science-backed strategies specifically designed for the new parent sleep situation. Not generic sleep hygiene advice, not sleep when the baby sleeps oversimplifications. Real neurological and biological tools built for your exact reality. Let's get into it. Strategy 1. Stop fighting sleep debt, restructure it. Most new parents treat sleep like a bank account they need to balance. Miss 4 hours Monday, catch up 4 hours Saturday. That's not how your brain works. Your brain doesn't process sleep in simple hours. It processes sleep in cycles, each one roughly 90 minutes long, moving through light sleep, deep slow-wave sleep, and REM. When you sleep in random fragments, you keep restarting that cycle. You never reach the deep stages where your brain actually consolidates memory, repairs tissue, and regulates emotions. So here's the system shift. Stop chasing total hours and start protecting complete cycles. One full 90-minute cycle does more neurological good than 2 broken 45-minute attempts. If you know you have a 90-minute window before the next feeding, protect that window. Earplugs, eye mask, phone on silent. Let your partner handle the first 90 minutes completely. Then switch. Dr.
Matthew Walker, neuroscientist and author of Why We Sleep, describes fragmented sleep as getting all the calories of a meal, but none of the nutrition. Your brain needs to complete stages to extract the recovery benefit. Even 2 complete 90-minute cycles gives your brain something to work with. 4 random 40-minute interruptions gives it almost nothing. Restructure. Don't just accumulate. Strategy 2. Master the 20-minute power nap. Not 30, not 45. Exactly 20. You've heard nap when the baby naps. But most new parents nap wrong and wake up feeling worse than before they closed their eyes. Here's why. If you sleep longer than 20 minutes during the day, your brain enters slow-wave deep sleep. Waking from deep sleep triggers something called sleep inertia, that groggy, foggy, disoriented feeling that can last up to 90 minutes. For a new parent already running on empty, sleep inertia is brutal. But a 20-minute nap keeps you in light sleep stages, specifically N1 and early N2. You get the neurological restoration benefit without the inertia hangover. A 1995 NASA study on sleepy military pilots found that a 26-minute nap improved performance by 34% and alertness by 100%.
Those numbers are remarkable. And they hold for new parents too. Set your alarm for 20 minutes. Not 25, not I'll wake up naturally. Exactly 20. And here's an advanced technique used by sleep researchers, the caffeine nap. Drink a small coffee immediately before lying down.
caffeine takes 20 to 25 minutes to enter your bloodstream. You nap for 20 minutes. You wake up right as the caffeine activates. The result is a dual boost, nap restoration plus caffeine alertness simultaneously. Studies at Loughborough University in the UK showed caffeine naps produced superior alertness compared to either caffeine or napping alone. This works. Use it. Strategy 3. Anchor your circadian rhythm with morning light, even at 6 a.m. after a 4 a.m. wake-up. Your circadian rhythm, your internal 24-hour biological clock, runs on light signals. Specifically, it resets every single day based on when your eyes receive bright morning light. New parents' sleep deprivation completely fragments this system. You're awake at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 6 a.m., and your brain loses track of when morning actually is.
The fix is deceptively simple. Get bright light in your eyes within 15 minutes of your final wake-up every morning. No exceptions. This single action tells your hypothalamus, the brain region controlling your circadian clock, exactly when daytime begins. It then automatically calibrates your melatonin production 14 to 16 hours later, making your natural sleep onset stronger even when your total sleep opportunity is short. Dr. Andrew Huberman at Stanford's neuroscience lab calls this anchoring your circadian phase, and he identifies it as the single highest leverage sleep intervention available without medication. Go outside, open a window, sit near a bright lamp. Aim for 10 minutes of bright light exposure. On cloudy days, 20 minutes. Your brain is still running its clock even when you're completely exhausted. Give it the right time signal and it will work with you instead of against you. Strategy 4. Use strategic sleep splitting, the Biphasic protocol. Here's a counterintuitive truth. Trying to sleep in one consolidated 7 to 8 hour block is actually a modern invention, and your biology doesn't require it. Historian Roger Eckerch at Virginia Tech documented in his research that pre-industrial humans naturally slept in two distinct segments, roughly 4 hours, a brief wakeful period, then another 3 to 4 hours. This biphasic pattern appears in historical records across multiple cultures. For new parents, this research is liberating. You're not doing sleep wrong. You're doing a historically normal version of it under abnormal circumstances. The strategic application, instead of fighting the fragmented nature of new parent sleep, design around it intentionally. Segment 1, the largest possible block in the early night. If your baby typically wakes at midnight, get to bed by 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Capture that first deep sleep window aggressively. This is when the majority of slow wave sleep, your physical restoration phase, occurs. Segment 2. After the late night feeding, optimize for REM. REM sleep is heavily concentrated in the second half of the night. This is where emotional regulation, memory, and cognitive function restore. Even 60 to 90 minutes of morning REM does enormous cognitive good. Design your sleep schedule around these two targets. early night deep sleep, early morning REM. Work with your partner to protect both windows on rotation. This isn't survival mode. This is strategic sleep architecture. Strategy 5. Regulate your nervous system before every sleep window. New parent sleep deprivation creates a brutal physiological trap. You're exhausted, but your nervous system runs in chronic, low-grade fight or flight mode. Cortisol stays elevated. Adrenaline keeps firing. Your brain is constantly scanning for the next cry, the next alarm, the next emergency. And then you lie down and wonder why you can't fall asleep in the 20 minutes you have. Your body's threat detection system, specifically the amygdala, doesn't automatically switch off just because you closed your eyes. The solution is active nervous system downregulation before every sleep window, even short ones. The most evidence-based technique available is physiological sighing, discovered by researchers at Stanford, including Dr. David Spiegel and Dr. Andrew Huberman. The protocol is this: inhale through your nose, then take a second short inhale on top of that to fully inflate your lungs, then release a long, slow exhale through your mouth. This double inhale re-inflates collapsed air sacs in your lungs and triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest mode, with remarkable speed. In studies, this technique reduced physiological stress markers faster than meditation or controlled breathing alone. Do this for 60 to 90 seconds before every sleep window, 2 minutes maximum. You're not trying to reach deep relaxation. You're just crossing the threshold from activated to calm enough to let sleep arrive. That 90-second investment dramatically increases the quality of sleep in the window that follows. Strategy 6. Protect deep sleep with temperature control. The 2-degree hack. Your core body temperature drops approximately 2 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit during sleep initiation. This temperature drop signals your brain that it's time to sleep, and it directly enables the slow-wave deep sleep that physically restores you. Most new parents sleep in rooms that are too warm. The baby needs warmth. The exhausted parent can't be bothered adjusting the thermostat at 2 a.m., and so both parents sleep in environments actively working against their deep sleep architecture. Research from the National Sleep Foundation identifies 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit as the optimal sleep room temperature for adults. Your baby's room can be warmer. Approximately 68 to 72 degrees is safe for infants, but your sleep space should be cooler. If you share a room with your baby, use a personal cooling solution. A fan aimed at your bed, a cooling mattress pad, even a cold shower before your primary sleep window accelerates that core temperature drop and shortens the time it takes to reach deep sleep. Every minute you spend in deep sleep does more physical restoration than twice that time in light sleep. Temperature is the single most underutilized lever for new parents specifically. Turn it down, sleep harder, wake up less destroyed. Strategy 7. Build a 5-minute micro-sleep ritual, the same one every time.
Your brain learns sleep through conditioned associations. Every time you do the same sequence of actions before sleep, you train your nervous system to recognize the pattern and initiate the sleep process automatically. This is the science behind why sleep hygiene routines work, not because the individual actions are magical, but because repetition builds a neurological trigger. For new parents, you don't have time for a 45-minute wind-down ritual, but you absolutely have time for 5 minutes. Design your sequence: face wash, stretch for 60 seconds, physiological sigh for 90 seconds, eye mask on. That's it.
The exact same sequence every sleep window, nighttime, nap, or otherwise. Do this consistently for 7 to 10 days. Your brain will begin initiating the sleep cascade earlier in the sequence each time, because it learns what comes next. Sleep researchers call this stimulus control, and it's a cornerstone technique in cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, or CBTI. It works for insomnia patients. It works for shift workers. And it works remarkably well for new parents who need to fall asleep fast and stay asleep in short windows. 5 minutes, same ritual, every time. Your exhausted brain will thank you. You just got 7 strategies built specifically for the new parent sleep situation. Not for someone with a perfect 8-hour window. For you, in the actual reality you're living right now. Let's recap exactly what you're working with. Protect complete 90-minute cycles instead of chasing total hours. Use the 20-minute caffeine nap for daytime recovery. Anchor your circadian rhythm with morning light every single day. Design around biphasic sleep instead of fighting it. Downregulate your nervous system before every sleep window. Cool your sleep environment to 65 to 68 degrees. And build a 5-minute micro ritual that trains your brain to sleep on command. You don't need perfect sleep right now. You need optimized sleep. And those two things are completely different. Even 1 or 2 of these strategies, applied consistently, will produce measurable improvement in how you function and feel. Now, if you found this genuinely useful, here's what I need you to do right now. Hit subscribe, because this channel exists to give you the exact science that your situation actually requires. Not generic advice, not oversimplified tips. Every week, we publish evidence-based sleep protocols designed for real people in real circumstances. And if you know another new parent who is absolutely running on fumes right now, share this video with them. Not tomorrow, right now, while you're thinking about it. They need this too. The next video in this playlist covers sleep for shift workers, the most underserved sleep audience on the entire internet. If you or someone you know works nights, rotating shifts, or irregular hours, that video will change how they approach every single sleep window. Click it now. We'll see you there.